stop, it's the sound. Wrestling all around. In the ring, no hold down. Here we go, pound for pound. Feel the heat in the air. Every move, no despair. Chanting crowds everywhere. Hear the echo if you dare. Yeah, you're listening to Wrestling Tracks. Feel the snap. Play it back. In the spotlight we shine. Every match on the line. Hear the bell, it's our time. Moments ours, that's the sign. Fly high, hit the mat, no retreat, that's a fact. Every slam, every whack, take a breath, don't look back. History on display. Every night, every day, feel the roar, can't delay. In this ring, we all stay. We all stay.
Everybody, welcome to Wrestling Tracks here. I got David Burton in the house. How you doing, man?
I'm doing okay.
Well, we had everybody's technical difficulties if you're on blogtory.com. So we decided to record this, thank God. But in the meantime, we got a lot to talk about. First of all, hope you had happy Thanksgiving. I had a good birthday. It's not too long from Thanksgiving. So your boy is climbing up the mountain by the grace of God. 32. We're getting up there. In the meantime, we got a lot to talk about. First of all, we got Survivor Series result fallout. Then we want to talk about Saturday night's main event. We're across the street to World's End. There's like a few shows from the WWE coming up soon, like LFG, huh? Right there.
Home is their biography series.
I'm glad. I'm so glad WWE got what you call the network we're on for biography got a hold of them before AEW tried to get to them.
AEW's business hasn't been great this year.
Yeah. And by the way, I'm not of the opinion that I want them to fail because I want them to be number one. First of all, you either are or you're not number one in the first place. That's your business. I want every wrestling company to succeed regardless because we love professional wrestling. Now, whether you're number one or not, that's on you. Everything else, no problem.
Yeah. Everybody, gonna be interested what they're interested in. And, right now, AEW is not it.
Yeah. Y'all are not the ones right now. That's all right.
I think Tony just needs to get his head out of his ass and focus on making that company better.
If I had to put a pecking order together, if you will, I'd say AEW should be like number 6, 5 or 7.
Well, they're number 2, but their business ain't number 2. I'll just put it like that.
Yeah.
Their product needs work.
Now, unlike WCW, a worthy contender, a worthy competitor, we swapped between number 1 and number 2 with WCW. Sometimes the WCW is number 1. Sometimes we were number 1. That's different. AEW, y'all not on that level.
Oh no, that's not gonna happen.
This
Not in today's day and age.
And this is like reverse. How you have a billionaire owner, and you still can't, but you don't act like it though. You have a billionaire owner who you should be able to afford stuff. You should be able to have better product. You should have better technology. You should have better this, better that. You have a billionaire owner, but yet your product sucks.
Mm-hmm. It's not a good booker.
Yeah.
Not a good storyteller either.
Now, unlike WWE, when you have a problem with their booking, is the problem. A lot of people complain, and most people, they complain about the board. First of all, the board has nothing to do with WWE as far as running the show. You need to complain to the writers. The board pays the bills. Okay? The board keeps the show going by paying the bills. The writer's the one that puts the show together. Next time you have a complaint, you complain to the writers, not to the board, but to the writers.
Yeah. It's not like that in AEW. There's only one person.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, does that suck. But, you know, they have a pay-per-view coming up in a couple of weeks. Towards the end of December. Of course, NXT deadline is tomorrow, by the way.
Yeah.
The NXT deadline card. We got the 2 Iron Survivor match. Now, there's always one for the men, and there's always one for the women. And of course, you have the NXT Championship. I'm surprised the women's title is not on the line.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know there is an underground match. Jada Parker, Lola Vice, NXT underground match. But before I go back to deadline, Saturday night's main event, as you know, is returning, and one of the original commentators is returning with it, and that's Hall of Famer Jesse the Body Ventura.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be good.
And also one of your favorites, Hulk Hogan, brother.
Well, it's damn sure gonna be an interesting show with an old school feel, and I'm looking forward to it. Now, it's been 40 years since the first Saturday night's main event, and Nassau Coliseum is the same place that hosted the first Saturday night's main event 40 years ago. Is hosting this one. And there's going to be another one next month in January in San Antonio.
Ah, so these going to be monthly.
No, not monthly.
Ah, darn it.
They're only doing that because there's no pay-per-views. Remember, there's no pay-per-views in December, and there's no pay-per-views in January.
Yeah. So basically, Saturday main event is one big old house show.
No, it's not a house show. It's a live in-ring special.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
It was always a live in-ring special.
And I'm mad. I'm mad because, like, bruh, like, y'all can't come to Dallas, bruh. San Antonio, like, really, bruh. When I say Dallas, I'm talking about downtown American Airlines Center, Dallas, not Arlington, like some people, but I'm talking about, like, downtown American Airlines Center, Dallas.
I was saying to myself, when I found out, I was like, well, I know Lee's not going to be happy about this.
Yeah, they always do this shit. They always come to, when they come to Texas, they go around Dallas. They'll be in Arlington, they'll be in Fort Worth, they'll be in San Antonio. Every now and then on a house show in El Paso, shout out to the Guerreros, all this stuff. But they never come to downtown Dallas. But every blue moon, you got Dragon by the teeth. Feels like I'm at my home in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Baton Rouge, they rarely came to Louisiana. Rarely. Every blue moon, they show Louisiana. Y'all starting to feel like that every once in a while. Where's the love, man? This ain't right. Anyway. Oops, I'm better. I just want to get that out. Hang on a second here, David. I dropped the call. He dropped the call, y'all. He dropped the call. 1 second. 1 second. Hey, man, you know you can call back when the call drop, right?
I didn't even know it dropped.
Yeah, you was sitting over there chilling, and the call dropped. Like, no.
I'm sitting here and I'm talking and talking and talking. And I realized he wasn't saying nothing. And I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I'll turn my Bluetooth off first. One of them. That might be one of the reasons. Okay, that might be one of the reasons that might happen. So, but I had to get my frustration out about them not coming to Dallas, Texas, when they do show up. It's always
Some other part of Texas.
yeah, it's always Arlington, Fort Worth, San Diego, San Antonio, but it's never downtown Dallas.
It was like, I was saying to myself, not Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
It had to be San Antonio. Just had to be San Antonio. Now, we do know WWE did also mention their newest show. Which you did mention.
Yeah.
Several Hall of Famers are going to be partaking in this project. So, as Booker T, Bubba Dudley and the Dudleys, Mickey James, and The Undertaker, Triple H, and more.
Yeah,
I
buddy.
believe it's LFG or something like that.
By the way, before we do that, I got to tell you now, for all my Christmas folk, you waiting all these months. Now, Mariah, now it's time. Hang on a second, if I had to pull it up here. Now, Mariah, it's time.
You know what time it is? Yeah, it's time for Christmas.
It's practically here.
Let's see what you've got.
What's this?
It must be magic. You guys give up, or you're thirsty for more?
Isn't that mistletoe?
Yes.
Thank you for inviting me.
Watch Freeform's 25 Days of Christmas.
Every doggone day, all the way up to Christmas Day, a few leftovers after Christmas, all the Christmas shows you can stand and more every single day, all day on Freeform, which used to be ABC Family. Check your local listings all the doggone time.
Let's get back to WWE's newest show that they introduced earlier. What do you think about it?
It's interesting. It gives Undertaker something to do post retirement, you know, something legit to do.
Now, they're going to be going around focusing on these people who are trying to get a WWE contract, that are working hard, doing what they need to do to progress in their careers, and they're going to have some of the best people to work with. They're going to be given tips. They're going to be told things, and this is going to be a hell of an opportunity for these people.
I got a question for you here.
Never tough enough, slightly.
I got a question for you here. Is this like are these guys, are they, the people that's doing the show, the people that's trying to get the contract, are they at least in the business, or are they like fresh?
That I don't know. But I'm positive some are actually going to be in the business.
I mean, it's been like, do you have any wrestling experience at all? So I meant.
I don't know. But I guarantee you there's going to be people that have experience on that show.
I get just like, it's one thing if you have some experience. Like I've been back we started the original Tough Enough. We took a bunch of most of the college kids. Took a bunch of fresh college kids and trained the hell out of them. Some cried, all crying to their mamas. Some people couldn't take. Some people got cut. One person quit. I believe the last two that were left standing, Maven and Nydia.
Yes.
The original Tough
He
Enough.
has a nice YouTube channel detailing life as a WWE wrestler.
I wonder what Nydia. I haven't heard in a long time.
I don't know. I'm sure she's doing fine, whatever she's doing. And
Dude, like it would be very interesting, like on the net, like on Peacock, like a Peacock, like a YouTube special, whatever it is. It'd be really interesting if they have like they get like Jamie Noble. Why does this call keep dropping? Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, my brother in the house. Hang on a second here. I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him just a second. Hang on a second. Hang on a second, man. My brother's in Japan. I did not know he was in the building. Shout out to my brother Brandon Wright. All of a sudden decided to call, brother. Anyway, in fact, I'm adding to the show. If you don't mind. Hang on one second. Let me add him to the show. Hang on a second.
I'm sorry, but the
Well, he could pick up the phone. That's messed up. Anyway. But Nydia, let's say Jamie Noble and Nydia reunion.
well, you never know. That's one thing in wrestling. You never know. But let's talk about this card for Deadline tomorrow in Minneapolis, Minnesota. You have 5 matches in total. You have Nathan Frazier, who's going to be wrestling twice. Him and Axiom will defend the NXT Tag Team titles against No Quarter Catch Crew. You have Trick Williams versus Rich Holland for the NXT Championship. The Men's Iron Survivor Challenge. Nathan Frazier, who I already mentioned. Javon Evans, Wes Lee, Ethan Page, and Eddie Tharp. The Women's Iron Survivor Challenge. You have Sol Ruka, Stephanie Vakir, Zarya, Julia, and Ren Sinclair. And last but not least is the Underground match. Lola Vice versus Jada Parker. Nathan Frazier is going to have a very interesting night. Because he can potentially lose the NXT Tag Team titles and lose the Iron Survivor Challenge in the same night.
That is interesting.
It's very interesting. That's not going to be an easy night. And, it's not going to be an easy thing for him to do. When you got 5 matches and you're wrestling in 2 of them, man. I don't know how he's going to go about that, but I'm sure he'll probably figure something out. But what's best for him to do is just do his best and survive. Not just one match, but both matches. And he's a champion, so you gotta make sure you stay champion. And being in the Iron Survivor match, he has an opportunity to wrestle for the NXT Championship should he win. And it's interesting, because if he and Axiom can stay tag team champions, he wins the Iron Survivor Challenge and becomes NXT champion, he'll be a double champion. Now, there's only been one person to be a double champion in NXT, and that was Keith Lee, when he held both the North American and NXT championships at the same time. At the same time. Same time. Only time that's ever happened in NXT. Now, you mentioned it earlier, Survivor Series results. Take us back to Survivor Series.
Man, it was crazy, bro. First off, the women's match. Oh man.
Games match.
First of all, let me say this right here. I'm really getting tired of old girl with the briefcase.
Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, you gotta put your big girl draws on cashing the damn contract. Stop being so damn scared. Bruh, you literally had it right there in your hand. You got the opportunity in the palm of your hand, man.
Like, you had your chance and you didn't take it.
Mm.
And she hesitated and took too long. And then it caused her to be stopped by Raquel Rodriguez, her own partner.
Like, bruh.
Yeah, I didn't like that match. I'm just not a fan of females in War Games matches.
Of course you're not.
Of course, I'm not gonna. I thought the men's War Games match was okay. I thought it was better than the women's.
You thought, I see how it is.
Oh, come on. It had more of a story. And then the stuff that was going on with Roman Reigns and CM Punk. CM Punk trying to enter and Roman Reigns stopping him and telling Sami Zayn to go instead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like, nope, you go. Then when Roman Reigns wanted to leave, CM Punk just pushed him out of the way and went.
They have a few injuries on the men's team. I believe Jimmy. Yeah,
Jimmy Uso and Bronson Reed.
Jimmy broke his toe. Bronson broke his heel, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Jacob Fatu got hurt, but he was okay.
Yeah.
So he was able to finish the match. He was all right. Jimmy Uso, who limped out of the arena, as did Bronson Reed. War Games did his damage when people got hurt. So, let's not forget the other matches.
We got a new United States champion in Nakamura.
I was about to mention that. I was surprised that that match ended that way. It was a decent match.
Interesting entrance too.
Hmm?
Interesting entrance too.
Yeah, the entrance wasn't bad. I liked it.
It's the dark side of Shinsuke, if you will.
Mm-hmm. But I liked it. I thought it was an interesting entrance, a cool entrance. And TNA returns at pay-per-view next month. And you said it again, Texas. Garland, Texas. Genesis on the 19th. And of course, they had their Impact yesterday. And AEW World's End is coming next month.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Samoa Joe's gone. He's doing Twisted Metal. Almost forgot about him. I do know that I gotta give AEW credit for going to a smaller venue and booking the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City to host Rampage and to host Dynamite. And they're gonna do Ring of Honor Final Battle later this month. Actually, all three of those shows are taking place later this month. And they need to do smaller venues with the way business is for them right now. I know Chris Jericho will defend the ROH World title against Matt Cardona, the former Zack Ryder, at ROH's Final Battle at the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City, which is a wrestling hotbed, by the way. ROH has done shows there back when ROH was an actual company. Of course, TNA's been there, ECW's been there, WWE's been there, and now it's AEW's turn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that venue's always been a hotbed for pro wrestling, especially ECW. Who'll ever forget One Night Stand 2006 and the way they treated John Cena? Or the first episode of Monday Night Raw at the Hammerstein Ball, the Manhattan Center, which is adjacent to the Hammerstein Ballroom. It had its moments. Or how about ROH and New Japan in their first Super Show? The first G1 show also took place there. When Hulk Hogan first made his first appearance on Raw, it was at that place. Raw 25 was at that place. They were also at the Barclays Center as well. Oh yeah, the finals of that particular Continental Classic is going to take place at World's End on December 28th.
Mm-hmm.
And the winner of that will be the new Continental Classic champion. It's a stupid tournament, by the way, too. It's just dumb. Just dumb.
What? You don't like the G1 Classic?
It's not the G1. It's a Continental Classic.
Oh, I see what I meant.
AEW. I like the G1 from New Japan, that tournament, but it's just too damn long.
Yeah.
It's too damn long. But I was talking about the Continental Classic tournament. The finals will take place at World's End, which is AEW's next pay-per-view. And then they have Wrestle Dynasty, which is not really an AEW pay-per-view. But that's the only match they got so far. Well, actually, that's not true. There's other matches. There's MJF, who will face either Adam Cole or Kyle O'Reilly. Because Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly are going to have a match at the Hammerstein Ballroom, and the winner of that match will face MJF at World's End. See, now, Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly have had amazing matches against each other, so I'm looking forward to that match. The Continental Classic. Stupid tournament. They have way too many tournaments. Way too many titles. Just like WWE. And speaking of WWE, let me go back to the return of Saturday Night's Main Event, which will take place next week on the 14th of December. And Long Island, New York, the Nassau Coliseum, the same venue that hosted the very first Saturday Night's Main Event 40 years ago. And the matches so far, We're going to see the Women's World Championship. Liv Morgan will defend against Io Sky. Gunther will defend the World Heavyweight Championship against Finn Balor. Cody Rhodes will defend the WWE Championship against Kevin Owens. And the finals of the Women's United States Championship Tournament will take place. And we're going to see some legends return. So I am so looking forward to the show. I grew up watching that show. It's my all-time favorite WWE show. I got to be at a Saturday Night's Main Event live once. So, and I've always wanted to see this show return, and it's back.
Mm-hmm.
I always knew it would come back, I just didn't know when.
So you're saying all this time, you knew all this time one day it'll be back?
Yeah, I had a feeling.
All this time?
Somebody was going to bring it back.
Right.
I did question once, like, I wonder is this show ever going to return?
Mm-hmm.
I did think it at once. But I'm glad it's back. And thank you, Triple H. And I can't wait. So, December 14th, next week. And the next one will be in January before the Royal Rumble. A week before the Royal Rumble. So, they're going to be doing 4 Saturday night main events a year.
Cool.
Across the next 4 years.
I'm still going with my pick for my 3 predictions for the Rumble. I'm going with hang on a second here.
Didn't you say CM Punk was one of those people?
Oh yeah, I'm going with CM Punk. I'm going with CM Punk. I'm going with the sentimental pick is John Cena. The nobody wants is Roman Reigns.
And John Cena.
Huh? Oh yeah, John Cena. I said it. Yeah.
Nobody wants to see someone that won it in the past win it again. I can guarantee you that.
But it happened before, hasn't it?
Yeah, but no one wants to see it all the time.
Oh, so, but now it's a problem when somebody wins it more than once. It's a problem now. Back in the day, it was all good.
I was different back in the day. It was like first starting.
Mm-hmm.
But like I say, like come, years later on, it's like, all right, this guy's already won. Let's see somebody else win it. I'm the same way. People was thrilled Randy Orton won as long as Roman Reigns didn't win in 2017.
Well, Roman Reigns wasn't ready back then, to be honest with you.
Oh, people hated Roman Reigns.
I still say it this way. Roman Reigns of today, well, mollywop, as the kids say, the Roman Reigns back then.
Remember, all it took was Roman to be a bad guy to get people to like him. They did not want Roman Reigns to be the biggest baby face of the company. They didn't want Roman Reigns to be the star of the company. Even though that's what Vince was trying to do, people didn't like it, so they shit on it.
Mm.
Everything that Roman Reigns was given, everybody shitted on. Every time Roman Reigns was in a match, people wanted him to lose. They didn't care who he was in the ring with. As long as Roman Reigns didn't win.
Mm-hmm.
That's why people didn't have a problem when Randy won the Royal Rumble for the second time in 2017. As long as he did not win. They didn't care. Same thing in 2018 when Shinsuke Nakamura. They did not care. As long as Roman Reigns didn't win. And that was a very good Royal Rumble. That whole show from start to finish. I'm not just talking about the matches. I mean the entire show from start to finish. was the last really good Royal Rumble from start to finish. In terms of the overall entire show, that was the last really good Royal Rumble they did. It was 2018. And I didn't even like the Women's Royal Rumble match, the first one. Just a little fun fact there. But the men's, that was amazing. That was amazing. No, I will admit I didn't like it, but I did watch it over once or twice for historical purposes. But other than that, that's really it. You know, I'm glad. And what's interesting is that both people from Japanese descent, both Asuka and Nakamura, both Japanese won their respective Royal Rumble matches that year. And what's even more interesting, they lost came WrestleMania. Personally, I feel Charlotte should have lost that match. Asuka should have won. She should have beaten Charlotte at WrestleMania. The AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, they had a good match, but their Wrestle Kingdom match the year before that was better than that. Well, not the year before, but 2 years earlier before that was better than that WrestleMania match. Wrestle Kingdom in 2016, if you hadn't seen that AJ Nakamura match, that was their best match. That's the AJ Styles Shinsuke Nakamura match you want to watch. That and their Last Man Standing match was two of their best matches together. You know, they've wrestled each other other times between that, and those matches weren't really good. But I just said their two best matches. Well, the WrestleMania match was decent. It was alright. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I almost forgot that SmackDown already went off the air, and Rampage is currently on right now.
Yeah, by the way, hang on, let's take care of a little business right here. Hang on a second. I can pull it up. There you go. Wrestling Tracks brought to you by Backup Deliveries and More LLC. They put the D in delivery. You have a city license. You can drive trucks, and you want more information, you call 888-817-204-7259. We got backup.com for all your information.
Yep. So, you got Collision tomorrow night. You got NXT Deadline, which is also tomorrow night. You got Saturday night's main event, which is, damn, I just realized something. AEW is going head-to-head with WWE 2 weeks in a row. Collision's going head-to-head with Deadline, and then next week, Collision's going head-to-head with Saturday night's main event. Not going to be a good 2 weeks for AEW, but no one's really, you know, their ratings ain't been great anyway.
Well,
yeah. Not good to be going head-to-head with WWE like this 2 weeks in a row. And I saw and I heard, actually, despite NXT and Dynamite being on separate nights, NXT has been beating him in the ratings. Now, remember, it was the other way around when they were head-to-head every week. Now, they can't even beat NXT in the ratings. And I said to myself, if NXT stayed on Wednesday, it was only going to be a matter of time before NXT would go on and start beating them in the ratings. But fortunately, NXT would move to another night. And now, again, despite being on separate nights, NXT is actually being watched by more people now than Dynamite. You know, AEW, Dynamite show. They beat NXT in ratings, and at the time it was the only produced WWE show that they were beating in the ratings.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, I was just repeating it for people who didn't get it, because they had multiple shows. I remember someone asking me, is AEW beating NXT in the ratings every week hurting WWE? And I said, absolutely not, no. No, it's not. They got one too many shows, and they're too big of a company to be affected by one show beating them every week. Like, this ain't the Monday Night Wars.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was pretty much it. And let's not forget the Royal Rumble, which is taking place in February, which is mind-blowing to me. And yeah, you're right. There's like, Dallas is not getting no love.
Yeah, man. Hopefully, I would like to say maybe summertime they can come by, maybe, you know.
Oh yeah, they gotta do something in Dallas. Like, show Dallas some type of love. You go everywhere else. And then if it ain't WWE, you got other places doing the same thing. Like, hey, let's go to Garland, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to San Antonio. Let's go to Houston. You know, let's go to Deep Ellum. I remember TNA went to Deep Ellum. And they did a show at a small venue over there, and they drew about 6,000 people. The venue wasn't large.
Man, the one time I convinced Mom to take me over there to Deep Ellum, Texas, the one time, and she said, yeah. First of all, I missed the date entirely. First of all, then the next year, I made sure the date was right. Okay, Mom, and you take me to Deep Ellum, not too far from where I live right now. I said, yeah, okay. Then I looked it up. Parking's ridiculous over there.
Yeah, parking sucks. I've been there once.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
You want to talk about sucks? It's terrible. Terrible. I don't like Deep Ellum. It's a nice vibe. You know, I like Deep Ellum. I like downtown Dallas. A little bit too noisy for me, but I like downtown Dallas. I love me some Walmart, too. Downtown Dallas. And yes, they need to return and return soon. And I do think they're going to go there this year. I just don't know when. I have a feeling. Whether it be a pay-per-view or a Raw or a SmackDown or maybe even a Saturday night main event. Who knows? Maybe a house show. I don't know. But I think they're going to go there.
You know what? At this point, I'll take a tournament, a high school, college tournament. At this point, just give me some wrestling.
He's like, give me something. I don't care if it's a college show. Give me something.
Give me a tournament. Give me wrestling. Give me something.
I know they have indie shows out there. You know, some popular indie shows. But I'm not familiar with the independent wrestling companies that are based out of Texas. The only one I know is Booker T's Reality of Wrestling, which is based out of Houston.
Mm-hmm.
I know they've done a couple of shows outside of Houston. And now they're currently working with WWE under their EID program, which is picking up steam, and it hasn't even been 3 months since it's been out yet. You know, they're picking up some independent talent with that. And, yeah, they're currently working with Booker T's Reality of Wrestling, which he also has a wrestling school with the same name, Reality of Wrestling. Check it out, and you can be trained by one of the best in the business. And Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, they also have a wrestling school, Bumps and Bruises Academy.
And they got a coffee shop somewhere.
Yes, based out of Iowa.
And y'all, when you go to these places, please don't go just try to talk to the wrestlers. Go. First of all, if you're gonna go to wrestling school, go because you want to go, because you love wrestling and you want to be trained by the best, and come ready to work. Don't come just to talk to so and so.
Absolutely. You go there, you better go there for all the right reasons.
Mm-hmm. I just want to talk to Booker T and Seth Rollins. No, it's not how this works. Nah. And if you do, it better be at least have a business question on your mind or something.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time in fan mode.
I was about to say that. I was dead about to say that. You can't be a fan and walk into a place like that. You gotta walk in there and be all about business.
Yeah. As much as we love wrestling, I'm gonna tell you something. As much as we love wrestling, like there's a time, like cause what you're trying to do, wrestling schools, you trying to go from fan to one day be a colleague, one day be a peer of these guys.
Yeah.
And you can't do that in fan mode.
Yeah, it's like I heard somebody say this once. No fanboys allowed.
Mm-hmm.
No fan. Oh crap! It's almost time for us to wrap up. Anyway, no fanboys allowed. I forgot who said that. It'll come to me later on.
Absolutely.
We're going to be seeing The Rock again very, very soon.
Mm-hmm.
The Rock just finished up another movie. The last time we saw him was at Bad Blood. So we will be seeing him again very, very soon. Who knows? Maybe he'll pop up on Saturday night's main event.
That might be a interesting situation right there.
Yeah, it's possible. We'll see what happens. Remember, no one expected him at Bad Blood, and he turned up unexpectedly.
Yeah, he just showed up. They didn't do nothing with it. That's a damn shame.
He didn't need to do anything. He all he needed was his presence, and that was it.
Yeah.
And it worked. It got over.
And
do
then,
the same thing again.
and ironically, right after that was the Black Adam movie. Right after that on Peacock.
Oh wow.
Right after that. Talk about coincidence.
Yeah, that is a coincidence. And it's funny because I was just watching Fast the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Very good movie, by the way. It's one of his best movies. And we gotta cut out because it's damn near it's past.
Well, hopefully next time BlogTalkRadio.com will act right. By the way, remember they're shutting us down. So. They're shutting us down January 31st around midnight. It's over. But don't worry, you can check us out on Spreaker.com/WrestlingTracks. Let me get the link for you right quick. Spreaker.com/WrestlingTracks. You go to Spreaker. There you go, right here. Spreaker.com/podcast/WrestlingTracks. That's wrestling-tracks. 2 hyphens. 6407739. Or go to Spreaker.com, type in Wrestling Tracks, and we're right there on the logo. We'll see you guys next time, everybody. God bless you.
Take care.
It's the sound, wrestling all around. In the ring, no hold down. Here we go, pound for pound. Feel the heat in the air. Every move, no despair. Chanting crowds everywhere. Hear the echo if you spotlight we shine. Every match on the line. Hear the bell, it's our time. Moments ours, that's the sign. Fly high, hit the mat, no retreat, that's a fact. Every slam, every whack, take a breath, don't look back. History on display every night.